Hey guys, it's Miss Friday. Woohoo! Yes, I'm so excited for this week's topic because it's one of the most important topics you could possibly have. Our topic this week is Christ in school. Our first question for this week is, are there a lot of Christians in your school? I must say, yes. Why? Because I go to a Catholic school. Now, since I go to a Catholic school, there are Christians in my school, obviously. So, I think I have about 2 kids that aren't Catholic in my school, but are still Christians altogether. I'm not sure about that ratio, but I'm pretty sure. I know there's at least one in my class, but anyway, so it's weird to talk about Christ in your school. Now, the thing about my school, I mean, we're labeled as a Catholic school. It's St. Thomas More, but honestly, if you looked at my class in particular, if you singled out a couple people that are really good with God and everything, there's about half the class that is like that. My other half of the class looks like a public school class, honestly. It's very disappointing to know that they're in a Catholic school and they don't always act like they are. It's really not that good. But yeah, and I've got my last question. Well, back to my second question. It's not weird, I'd say. It's a second nature to most of us, because like we think, oh, God's with us in here because it's a Catholic school. We go to church every Wednesday. My friend Maddie and I, best friends, we're psalmists. Woo! So every Wednesday we sing the psalm, and that's really fun. But yeah. So I mean, we're active in school with Christ, but it's kind of, sometimes it's not the best. So it's not weird, it's just like a lot of kids don't exactly practice his values, which makes it a little odd. But last question, do you help spread Christ in school? I do, because I cantor every Wednesday with one of my best friends. And I mean, when we cantor, we're opening God up to everybody in a way that's not typical. We help spread Christ by music, which is just as good as by word. And also, yeah. So, and another way to spread Christ is we've got religion class at school. So, if that's not a way to spread Christ, I don't know what is. So, yeah. Okay. Trace things that will help you spread Christ in your school. First one would be singing. Actually, I don't know if you guys can hear it. Sound quality is not that good on my camera, but I've got Switchfoot playing in the background right now. So just, if you are at a school dance, you can suggest that they play a Switchfoot song, and when people ask you what this song is, then you can say, oh, that's Switchfoot. Did you know that they're a Christian rock band? And then get them interested that way. Also, singing in church is a big thing for me. Anyone that can get up and sing in front of people, that's just one way to do it. Like my last week's video. And then I've got my last way right here. My shoe. Why am I holding up my shoe? Well, if you look closely, I don't know if you can see it on this side, so I'll put it on this side. It says John 3:16, and then around the toe it says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only son." And then it also says it on the tongue. So just if you have, like I used Sharpies, I was bored, so I just kind of colored on my shoe. These are old pair of sneakers, like they still fit me, but they're just like old and I don't use them anymore. I have a new pair that are shiny and white and not colored upon yet. And then when I grow out of these, I'll probably color upon them too. So, that's my third way. Wear sneakers with a Bible verse to school, or if you have a shirt or that. So yeah, that's what I would do. These are cool sneakers, man. See, I don't know if you can see it on the side. You can see the John, but you can't see the 316. And then I've got a cross on the back. So, yes. Sneaker. Also, start something like this. A vlog or a get-together of people just talking about God. Or a Bible study, or just something to spread the word. You know? That's what I would do. And now, it's time for my challenge. Woo! Now, before I tell you about my challenge, I'm going to explain how I'm going to get the result for my challenge. This is my beautiful cell phone. I'm going to text one of my good friends and ask her to send me a random day of the week. That random day of the week will be the person receiving this challenge. So watch me as I text. Hey, can you send me a random day of the week, please? It's always nice to say please. I'll explain when you send it. Thanks. It's always good to say thanks too. Alright, see? Sending it. Sending message. Ooh, message sent. Alright, now while I wait for her to text me back, I would like to explain my challenge. I want you to do what I have done with my shoe. Just take a random blank article of clothing. Shoes count, so do socks. You could do pants, but I wouldn't recommend that, or a shirt. And just decorate it with like something that has to do with God or Sisters for Christ. Like I've got John 3:16 on here, and I've got a cross. But you could do anything. If you have a favorite psalm, you could do that favorite psalm. And I have been texted back. The random day of the week is Wednesday. I hope you can see that. It says Wednesday. Alright, so Miss Wednesday, you must make an article of clothing. Doesn't matter what, just an article of clothing with anything relating to God or Jesus on it. Just, and then flaunt it at school so they have been brought awareness. Flaunt it. You should. Alright, so Miss Wednesday, have fun with your challenge. And if anyone else wants to do it, by all means, go for it. It's a great way to spread Christ around your school. Alright, I'll see you guys next week. Doodles!